Here we are at Metroflex Gym. Bodybuild Alex. About to get my ass kicked. What happened to the sign? It's gone.
It's on the other side.
Okay. Well, trust me, we're at Metroflex Gym. I'm not lying. Hey, what's going on, guys? So, man, this would be a whole hell of a lot easier if I was just able to just use the sound that's already on these videos. But the problem is that YouTube has a problem with me uploading the videos with the music in the background because it's copyrighted and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and just try my best to walk you through this video despite how long it is, but I will just try to not leave any details out. So right here I'm just warming up, and so we were just using the bar basically, and then this is also a warm-up, and usually we just tend to not really use a set amount of reps. Usually probably go anywhere from like 10 to 20, just whatever you need to get the blood flowing and make you feel like you're ready to move on to the next set. Now Alex is using 2 plates, and this is also a warm-up, and Alex definitely squats more than I do, so this was for sure going to be a warm-up for him. And then as you'll see, which I guess you can't really tell just by looking at it, but when I do my set, I was actually going to make it a working set, but then I did it actually a lot easier than I thought I would, so I decided to stop at 10 because we're going to have a lower rep day, and I just made it a warm-up also. So this is not a working set for me either, and I believe I do 10 and then I stop, and that's still just because I didn't want to keep going and maybe get to, I mean, with 225 I usually can do anywhere from like I guess 15 to 20, so I decided to stop. Now we are going into working sets. Alex is working with 315, and I kind of forget how many he gets done here, but this is definitely where we start to just really get serious, and we're, you know, pretty much in the zone, or at least I'll speak for myself, but Alex definitely works out with a lot of intensity, but as you can see right there, he doesn't really need it at this point with the 315. Also, you know, especially when you're working with heavier weights, I always suggest having a spotter, and then obviously you can tell I'm trying to spot him as best I can while I'm still recording, but we eventually had his girlfriend start recording us, as you'll be able to tell, so we can make sure that each of us had a good spotter. So I'm doing 275 right here, and to be honest, I can't really remember how many I do. I guess let's see. But this is definitely where I started to go into my working sets, and just when I work out with Alex, the intensity is just there beyond like anything I could bring to the table without him. I don't know what it is. I think it's just me trying to be competitive with him. With a lot of lifts, we are pretty similar, but definitely squat, he's got me among other power lifts because he's just a powerful dude. That's all I got to say. But I think I just did like 10 to 12 there or something. But we were trying to stay really right around like the 8 rep range. So let's see, Alex doing here, what is this, 330 or something like that? 335, somewhere around there. And I believe he does 8 here as well. And what we don't really show you on here is that at least, I mean, Alex he's always been like this, but for me to do a set like 315 here when I rarely go this heavy, you know, we're walking all around the gym, and that's what I love about Metroflex is like, it's not anything crazy. Like, everyone is there to really just destroy themselves, and it's not uncommon to, you know, really have to go to extreme levels to get the intensity up. So it's kind of cool about, it just kind of feels weird if I'm at LA Fitness and I'm like really trying to be intense, and then I don't know, like it's just more of a calmer atmosphere, and I don't want to seem like I'm like trying to be some like weirdo badass like screaming in the gym or whatever, but that's totally normal here. So when I do you know, weights to this level, for me, I really need the intensity up, so it really helps to work out in an atmosphere where that's just totally normal. So anyways, I'll get off that subject. Alex here, what does he got? I think he has, let's see, 315 plus 70. Okay, so he's got 385 on this set, and I can't remember how many he does, but let's see. And what does he got there, like 3 or 4 done? I don't know. I'm watching like I wasn't even there. Now, watching me spot Alex kind of reminds me of a funny story of way back in the day. And hey, what the hell? I got the time. So, um, I started pretty much going to the gym with my dad. He brought me when I was in seventh grade. And that's kind of when I started. I wasn't very serious about it. Here's me doing a set of 315 again. But I really I didn't know what I was doing at all. But he would just bring me in, and he would have a personal trainer. And sometimes I'd work out with them, and sometimes I just want to kind of go on my own. So this particular day, I was on my own, and I was asked by somebody to come over and spot them while they were doing squats. And I'm thinking to myself, what dude, I have no idea like how to even do that or anything. But didn't really want to tell the guy that, seemed like a freaking noob, even though I was one. So I just went over and, did the best I could. And basically what I did was I like started kind of helping push his legs up. Like I wasn't like touching his ass, but it was like close. Like, because this guy was doing weight that he obviously really couldn't handle. Like he barely actually even got like 3 reps up, and I don't even think they were full reps. And so I was kind of just like help push his legs up. And needless to say that he did not ask me to spot him ever again. And even on that day, he still had a few sets left, and he went over and asked somebody else. And I was like, okay, I must have fucking totally did that wrong. But okay, so back to the actual video. Alex is on his last set right now. He's doing 415, and we decided to do a drop set on our last set. And man, I'm telling you, those separate the men from the boys right there. Even though when squatting, you should try to always have a spotter anyways, especially if you're going to try to do a drop set, you need a spotter, no doubt, because by the end of the set, your legs are like jello, and you could really fall at any point. And the last thing you want to do is fall with 225, 135, any amount of weight on you. So now Alex is down to 225, and this is definitely the part in the set where you really need to dig deep, and your brain's going to want to tell you to stop, but you just got to push through it, and your legs are starting to feel like they're not even there anymore. But I love doing these sets every now and then because it really just gives me that sense, a great sense of accomplishment that I just pushed through something that not a lot of people would. So as you'll be able to see by Alex's body language after this set, it just all out kills you. I mean, I'm actually surprised that we were able to keep going. Now, right here, when Alex doesn't even attempt to do another rep and he falls forward like that, then you know he's done. And here's how you can tell right here. Yeah, I know this is about to suck so bad, so I got to get all hyped up. So I'm starting with 315 here, and I think I get 8. Let's see. Even at this point, my legs are just already feeling it so bad because I usually never try to even attempt 315. I just usually stay around like 225 to 275 tops. But that's the importance of having someone that pushes you guys. I mean, I can't state enough how important it is to have that partner that will get you to push beyond your limits, or at least what you think your limits are. So now I'm down to 225. And once again, this is getting to that point, at least halfway through this set, or this part of the set, I should say, that your brain's just going to start telling you, you can't do this. Let's rack her up. But I got to tell you guys, there's not many greater feelings in the world than going against that voice and accomplishing something that you didn't think you could do. All right, so now 135, last part of the set. Oh, at this point, I was just shaking so bad. Barely just being able to even stand upright, let alone get through the set. But I was actually surprised at how many I was able to do still of the 135. I mean, obviously not a lot of weight, but when you get to this point, it's all feeling like the same. I mean, this is feeling the same as the 315 did. So it's just a matter of just pushing it to the limit, trying to do as many as you possibly can. And that was it. So on to leg press, and we decided to go higher rep with the leg press, and obviously don't want to show you every single rep because this video is already long enough as it is, but this first set we did 30 reps, and those are 100-pound plates that they have there, so those aren't 45s, and I think the press actually starts with 160, so this is 360, and we did this 30 times, and I believe the next set also we go for 30 again, but we add another 100 and kind of just go up from there. Obviously at this point our legs are, quite fatigued, so the rest of this workout is really a mental thing as much as it is physical. Okay, so that last set, Alex had also put on another 100-pound plate, so now we're going with 200-pound plates, so we're at 560 in all, and we also did 30 of this, and now we're moving on with another plate, so we have the 3 plates, so we got 600 plus the 160, so we're working with 760 right now, and we do it 25 times. Both of us pretty much, I believe, stop at 20 for a little bit, and then get the last 5 in. So he's stopping right here, as you can tell. Just absolutely just a mind fuck right now, because your mind's just telling you, dude, stop. But I mean, you know that you're capable of more than your mind tells you that you are. So, and then here's my turn. Hopefully I think we recorded the end of the set, so you'll see like the final reps. At least I know in the last one that's the case. But yeah, I think this is the last part of the set. It's hard to describe the fucking burn that I'm feeling right here at this point. There's my gross ass face. Got it. Okay, so this is our last set now. So we got 800 on there, so 960 in all is what we're working with here. And this we do 20, I want to say. I'm trying to remember if it was 20 or 20. Yeah, I think this last one was 20. But I just recorded the last part of the set. Oh, actually, this looks like this is the first part of my set, but this is just like brutal. Just pretty much mustering everything I possibly have left in the tank. Get it, baby. Get it. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Just mentally and physically shot at this point. So to finish off today's workout, Alex decides that we're going to do some stiff-legged deads. So after cursing at him for about 5 minutes straight, I finally decided let's do it. And so we're starting with a warm-up here, and I think we're doing like 75 or something like that. And here's my warm-up set with the 75s. No particular number again with the warm-up set number of reps, but generally I'm usually around like 10 to 15, I guess. Just whatever I need to feel that I'm ready to go and I can go into my working set. So now Alex is doing 125-pound dumbbells, and this is for his first working set. I believe he gets about 10 or so, I want to say. But I know I do more than him. I do remember that. That's, once again, him pushing me to have that set amount in my head to do, and then I just pretty much, do whatever I can to do it. Besides snapping shit, you don't want to do that. Still got to be careful. The fuck is he doing? Alright, so I'm also doing the 125s. And I notice I need to get a little more flexibility in my hams, because when I go, I notice Alex is going a little lower than me. But like the lower I went, the more I felt like that my lower back was going to round, and then also I was going to have to bend my knees a little more, which obviously I'm not keeping them perfectly straight. But I definitely want to start working on my hamstring flexibility, so that's definitely a goal of mine going forward. But here is the fucking killer set, and Alex has straps on. He's wearing a strap on. No, he's got straps on his wrists, and I should have worn straps as well, but I just thought I'd be a beast and not wear them. But these are 160s, and I think he gets a good solid 5 to 6 reps in here. But these are just, those dumbbells are just heavy as fuck. And they're like fat grips too, so they're kind of harder to grip. But as you can see here, I'm just like, oh, fuck it. I don't need wrist straps. Look at these forearms. So at this point, they're already slipping into my fingers, as you could probably tell. Just so hard to hold, but I guess I made it work for the most part. But as you can see, they're already like slipping out of my fingers. I'm like barely holding on. So I definitely need to invest some wrist straps. I only got like 3 or 4 there, I think. But final set here, and we dropped it down, and we're just trying to do a set of 20. And after all the intense sets that we've done, these are just as much of a bitch. So that pretty much does it for this leg workout, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely going to be working out with Bodybuild Alex a lot more. I'll leave a link in the description to his channel, and I've made a few appearances on his channel, as well as obviously he's made on mine. So please subscribe to his channel. He has a transformation video on there. It's pretty insane where he's come from. And he also talks about a lot of the same topics as we do over here. And he's got a lot of good info to bring to the table due to his experiences. So that's it from me, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you guys would like to see next. Until next time, hell for thought.